then I just deleted a shitload of pictures because I need to talk about being sober, not smoking or drinking. And what do you call it? It's not a problem. It's not hard to stop. You really just gotta stick to whatever you want to do, and that's it. People seem to think that it is hard and that they're probably carrying some kind of burden for you and be like, oh, well, I'm the one helping you out. And no, that's not the case. It's the same thing with working out, and it's the same thing with getting a drink of water when you need it. Same shit. Getting up whenever you know you need to because your body needs to. Smoking and drinking is not some shit I want to talk about. It's something that I feel like doing. I'd rather do it. But right now, it's definitely not in my path, nor do I want it to be. It seems to be in the way of my projects. You know, you have and unfortunately too, some of my projects involve working with people who do drink and smoke. And that part, I probably need therapy for because, you know, it's like it's hard to do tattoos about drinking or some shit whenever you used to do it yourself, or when people want to drink probably the same day and you're gonna want to drink too. Now it's not something that I feel like thinking about though, you know what I mean? Like I've done it, so I'm gonna eventually just think about it. I see that, but it's not something that I need thrown in my face. You know what I mean? It's like if it's something that bothers you, then it's like something that you need to deal with because at the end of the day, I'm not there for you, and it's not right, you know what I mean? Like being blackmailed and shit like that, talking about, you know, you need to do it, you need to go through this because so and so thinks that it'll help you. Like, man, there's a lot of people who aren't helping at all. That's why I'm by myself. That's why I live by myself. That's why I have my little therapy sessions. That's why I have, you know, that's why I am where I'm at now. You know, and I've been living by myself for like 3 years now, right? So for me, drinking and smoking does not need to be thrown in my face. It's my job to work on whatever I'm working on. It's my job not to judge. But it does not need to be throwing shit in my face. And it's hard because the people who do drink and smoke, they're the ones who are incapable of dealing with the situation in the sense of their nerves won't let them. You know, and so it's like whenever people who do drink and smoke get judgmental, it's and especially towards people who aren't doing it, it's like it gets risky in a sense of, you know, their mentality can't really keep up with yours. And when I'm working and shit, when I'm trying to like deal with the shit that I deal with, it's like you don't need more shit on top of that. You know, you have people with mental illness and who are like asking for attention when they have everything already. You know what I mean? It's like these people. Drinking is not bad. I'm not, you know. Just a couple years ago, I was talking about and bragging about how drinking is good as long as you're not drinking in front of somebody who is an alcoholic or who grew up on that same kind of family issue. And I just chose to stop drinking and smoking, period. Like, it's not something that I feel that I'm against. It's just something that I want to do. You know what I mean? It's alright to just step into some shit out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just for me. It's gonna leave a lot more room for other shit that's important. Just, you know, shit that I haven't even known about, shit that I never even knew that existed. Which for me is important because whenever you're, you know, trying to learn shit, you know, I've started therapy, and before therapy, I was always trying to learn something, and just because, you know, I used to drink and smoke, it doesn't mean that learning is something that I'm gonna want to stop doing too. You know, it's like that was never a problem in the first place. Me trying to learn some shit was never a problem. There's a lot of shit that I know, and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make any sense to me right now, and it's all involving alcohol right now. For the most part of what I see, and these are people who just drink in their own time. They're not doing anything illegal. They're not bothering me. But in a sense, I feel like my name is still lingering somewhere there, so it'll go away at some point. I'm not worried about it. I'm still gonna work on my projects though, and I think I really need to learn how to isolate myself a little bit more. As far as, you know, living by myself this whole time, I really just need to like cut ties with people and just sort of leave it to just 3 people. You know, narrow it down to 3 people, which is obviously gonna be my mom and my dad, and maybe my daughter, right? Just those 3. And yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing this drawings and work, and eating healthy and all that shit, drinking my little coffee, and If y'all don't know this already, then this probably is why I stopped drinking and smoking. The two most important things when you're exercising and trying to lose weight, you just have to take showers and drink a lot of water. And then there's like a whole another thing on the side of that. But you know, when you have working away, sometimes you forget to shower. Whenever you have, coffee there, you forget to drink water all the time. So it's normal, And then maybe that's why I'm thinking about how, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't decide exactly like what was affecting me. Back then I stopped smoking for like months, and probably even a year or so. I stopped drinking and smoking. I think I was like just completely sober, but I wasn't working as much as I am now. And then it's crazy. It's like you don't see it coming, you don't expect it. You're just like, once you see that you're by yourself, I think that's where it gets you. And you don't see it coming because you're by yourself, but at the same time you're trying to connect with everybody, and you're not trying to let anybody go because that's a part of work, from what I know. But I'm learning all the time. I'm learning every day. It's nonstop. I'm trying to keep up with what I do and what I used to do, the things that are good for me, the things that aren't good for me, and I'm not talking about drinking and smoking. I'm not saying that that's not good for me. I'm saying that working right now, there's people shoving it in my face in the sense of trying to stay connected, and so that part's not good for me. Everything else, you have, and you want to share with everybody, but you can't because sharing has everything to do with drinking and smoking, and the more that you have, the better. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants to have all of it. So why not go get it? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people who have it. There's a lot of people who are alright with just what they have, and that's cool. But me, I have my mom and dad, and who aren't here right now. Nobody's here right now. But I only need to just be thinking about them and my daughter, and make sure that everything is getting done around the house. Make sure that, maybe I was going to say maybe get everything done around the neighborhood too, because, I like to clean. So, I think that's God's way, me doing something for God. But it doesn't have to do with the people out there. It has to do, for me. Like, it's like knowing that the neighborhood that I stay in, that I couldn't possibly have my mom and dad and my daughter around, it's like I need to make sure that that's good for them, just for those three. So, I gotta really try to just focus on my drawings, and I think it'll be a lot better though that way. And yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do as far as video games and therapy, and probably work. I'm gonna check up on them a little bit, And man, making this video, I didn't think that I was gonna have to cut everybody off or whatever. Like I deleted all my pictures. It was like and I'm still having trouble deleting some, but I'm trying to get rid of them. It seems that the more I try to do like a video, right, I'll delete the video, but it still takes up memory somehow. Cause like the last video was 40 something minutes long. I deleted it and erased it from the recycling bin or whatever, and I still didn't have memory, and I don't know how that happens. It's like maybe the cell phone fucks up. Maybe like there's some kind of drive in it that loses fuse. Like the fuse fucks up or some shit, and then the memory is gone. So, like at the end of the day, you can restart your whole phone, do videos, and then little by little you'll be left with no memory. Even though your phone has restarted, it's just fried. Maybe that's the case. I'm not a technician, no professional. I'm an artist, so I'll look into that and see what the deal is. Cause if that's the case, then all the movies or whatever that I'm making is not gonna work out. It's gonna be a longer process than I thought, and yeah, so that's all I need to talk about right now. I'll see you later.